What's up, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Just a Tip podcast. It's me, Tiptastic. And we here once again. I love the consistency. That's growth. That's live. And we are live right now on IG and Facebook. And I'm with my boy, the God, Mr. Two Ty himself, man. Thanks for coming on the podcast, brother.
Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it.
Man, this is going to be one of them ones. So I'm just letting y'all know now. We're going to be talking some real shit. But before we get into this shit, I see you brought the Casamigo.
Absolutely, man. We got to take a shot.
We got to take a celebratory shot.
Sounds good to me.
Right here. Let's get it.
Let me pull you up. Let's pull up.
Get it. Hey, y'all see Rockets all day. You feel me? All day.
He's a Rockets fan. He's definitely a Rockets fan, and I love him for that. But he is definitely consistent with that. But you know what I'm rocking. I gotta rock that Bama. I gotta rock.
So he got that roll tide.
I gotta rock roll tide. I gotta rock roll tide, man. We gonna do the roll tide, but we gonna take us a quick shot. Me and my brother. You know, we gonna salute to the ancestors. That's for sure.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel naked today without my crown, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Man, Tip, you know I don't pour nobody poison, but today I'm gonna pour your poison.
I about to say tequila ain't poison though.
Well, you know,
well, since it,
we use those terms, and you're right, it's not.
It's the healthiest alcohol.
It's definitely not. So, salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you. And before I take this shot, Tip, man, I want to say something, man, because I've been knowing you for quite some time now, brother, and I appreciate you allowing me to come on your platform to talk what we're going to talk about. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be up there.
Yeah,
it's going to be up there, Tip. So. But you awesome, man. You awesome in everything you do, man. I've seen I done seen you grow and become more mature in your spirituality, with your family, with your kids. You know, you a noble man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
You someone who's very dear and special to me. You know what I mean? Because you have this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody don't have that heart chakra. They don't have that green. They don't have that love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the display on you throughout your whole essence of who you are. You know what I mean? And you wear that like you wear it. You wear it, man. You embody that. You embody that love, man. And I love the way that you send so much love to the people. Because that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? People, and as men, it's hard for us to show that love to one another.
Facts.
It's hard for us to smile. You know, when you ride on your brother, they mean mugging, they frowning.
Yeah.
They don't even know you. Why you mean mugging and frowning up at me for? Smile. That's your brother. That's your reflection.
Show that light.
Show your light. So, man, I appreciate you, man, for always just being you and continue to show your love and continue to represent for the culture, because we need this. We need this as, multi-dimensional beings that we are.
Yeah.
We special, Tip.
I know we special.
We special,
Hey, the people need to wake up to this shit, because, hey, this episode right here, man, we did this on IG Live.
Right.
That episode was epic and a game changer. I like to say game changer moments, because when I do this here, a lot of people don't know, because I don't want to say people didn't watch that episode, but I know y'all gonna watch this right here.
Mm-hmm.
But this man right here to my left is the reason for my growth. I'm gonna put that out there, because I'm not gonna act like I was always into my spirituality like that. I wasn't connected like that. I always had like, it's a little something different in the universe.
Yeah.
But he really helped me tap in, and I'm appreciative of that. And then come December 1st, tap in.
For the first. Right
Tap
before
in.
the winter solstice. Right before the winter solstice, we tapping in. And Tip, if you don't mind sharing, what was that spiritual change for you? What did we do that?
All right. So my spiritual change, this happened in 2020. See, boy, they trying to block us.
Oh, no, we good. We lit. Hey, I'm on top of that. You see my reflex?
Yeah.
You saw that?
So, it was, I want to get the correct month. I believe it was March. Mm-hmm. It was definitely in March, because it was my birthday month, my solar return month. And
Spring equinox.
Facts.
Yeah.
I was turning 30. I was turning 32.
Mm.
Won't ever forget it. This is the first time I ever did this. He said, hey, man, I want to do T. I call him T or Hollywood. Most likely Hollywood. If y'all been around us.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, I was a little iffy at first because I read what I had to do and I was like, bro, what the? I said, bro, I got to go without sex.
Yeah.
And my goddess was pregnant at the time with our daughter, our young goddess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people that said they was going to do it and renege.
Right.
And we don't fuck with no renegers.
Yeah, facts.
And when he did that, I was like, man, if I make it past a week with no sex, I think I'll be good.
Right.
And trust me, it was temptation like a motherfucker. Like you couldn't touch yourself. You couldn't, no busting, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So with that, I was like, man, it really tested my like will and my strength.
Absolutely.
So I did 1 week. I said, okay. I was like, I got 2 more weeks. I went another week, 2 weeks. Like, and this is the first time me actually practicing meditation because I always got up and got ready for the ghetto, but I set my alarm so I can make sure I'm up for meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And normally I'll be almost the first one on almost every time. I think one time I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, what the heck? But I got that meditation in because he also taught me how to meditate.
Absolutely.
I got past the 3 weeks. When I say that was a life-changing experience, it was a life-changing experience because now I practice that to this day. I think the longest I went was 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Man, your energy was up there.
Yeah, so, and the thing is, what he told me too in that, right, is that you can have relations or sex. I like to say relations. Sex without coming. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm looking at him like, what? I'm like, they said we can get blue balls. That was a lie.
That was a lie.
The lie detector said that was a lie because I've practiced that. I'm not an expert yet. That's one thing I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm still growing.
Absolutely.
I'm still growing.
Absolutely.
But I've done it in that 2 months because I did it a couple of times in that 2 months. I ain't even tapped in yet because sometimes, hey, that urge, you got to pull back.
Right.
You got to pull back.
Right. Absolutely.
But 2 months of doing that, because every month I try to practice it, at least the 3 weeks.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But this time, like I can involve sex because I'm trying to stop myself from coming. To hold that seed and hold that energy.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't realize how much sex was draining me.
Absolutely.
Until I sat down and realized on those 21 days. And I was like, bro, it's really not as hard as you think. It's really your mind. It's in your head. It's in your mindset.
Yeah. We have been programmed to think that that's the all in B.
Yeah.
We got to release our energy to be satisfied.
Yeah.
But we shortchange ourselves when we do that because we don't really experience the full organic orgasm as the body truly can benefit from.
Yeah.
And then go back, he didn't say, but it was a 21-day
challenge. 21 day. Retention.
Along with meditation.
Yes.
So you learned about
meditation and semen retention.
Man, that was powerful.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. When I released, I was drained for like 2 days, and that's no lie.
That's powerful. That's a salute to that, man. That's a salute to that, man. Absolutely.
Got me a double shot there. Hold up. I got one more shot.
I say, man, I don't know too much like the pull. You know what I mean?
That's on the 3. Hold up. Who yeah. Jalen Green, 4. Damn, I wish Jabari Smith was on here because he got the number 1.
It's okay.
I'm number 1.
It's okay. Absolutely. Casamigo. Casamigo.
Normally we jump into the 7 minutes to get your shit off. As you seen, we got our shit off.
Absolutely.
So, but let me give T Hollywood, a man of many names, his flowers, because this man put a lot of people on.
Mm.
He helped a lot of people without asking anything in return. He always shared his light. He'll share his knowledge. A lot of people don't know, man, this man actually got into it.
Man, that was crazy.
And the thing is though, and I'm gonna be straight up.
That was crazy.
He told me, and I remember these vividly. He like, bro, you know what I could have did to you? And brothers get into it.
Can I tell that story?
Go, tell the story.
Do you mind if I tell that story?
You can tell that story.
All right. I met Tim. Tim. Well, okay. Casamigo already kicking in. But I met Tim. at the gym, LA Fitness, and we go and play basketball with who?
Real quick. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Help me out, champ. Help me out. But I met Tip at the gym, and we became great friends. We kind of hit it off. Sometimes you meet some people and that spark kick in.
Fact.
And that spark kick in for a Tip. You know what I mean? Like
Since day one.
We was cool and always dab each other up, always showed each other love. But I don't know, it was just one day. I'm a type of person, 'cause I'm from the hood, I'm from the streets. Like, I ain't about all that for real. I'm quiet, I'm to myself. But if you bring that to me, I'm gonna bring my energy up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for some reason this day, Tilt was feeling himself, man. I don't know what my brother had going on.
I know, you followed me.
Okay,
I'm like,
this basketball, everybody get fouled in basketball. You know what I mean? We play LA basketball. It's LA Fitness. We're not in the league. In the league, get hard fouls. Like,
yeah.
But anyway, I fouled Tilt. Okay, I fouled him. And he got made. He went to bumping. I like, Tilt, what's up, man? He bumping. He capping. Like, big boy talk. I'm like, Tilt, chill, man. What you want to do with you? I'm like, bro. Make a long story short, I couldn't find myself swinging on Tilt. I'm my brother, man. You know what I mean? We end up in a little wrestle, dazzle, nothing much. You know what I mean?
We end up dabbing each other at the end of the day.
We did.
And it was squashed it.
It was squashed.
That day.
I think they even made our bond
closer.
That much better.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, because the thing a lot of people don't know, he was always one of the first people at the gym. It's few people that could ever beat me in a gym.
Yeah.
I used to come early first off to like put shots up and like just kind of just warm up.
Yeah.
But he was all there. He was always there with his son.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he would be working on his post moves. So I'm like, okay. He's working on his post moves. So I'm like, well, let me put a hand up, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
help me out a little bit. Yeah.
And then that day, man, I look at that day and I'll be like, I'm appreciative of that day because the bond afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, bro, like, you follow me, but it ain't like you ain't followed me like that before. It was just one of them days where just my energy was just on, like, I don't give a fuck energy.
And I was shocked because I'm like,
because
brothers, like, what we doing?
I don't ever really normally just show that type of side of me. It's like, I don't give a fuck, but I do have that side of me. But I feel now because of you, with the like spirituality, I'm calming that side of me down.
Right.
Don't get it wrong, y'all, because it's still there. And I don't ever want to tap into that energy.
Yeah.
I just want to stay high, elevated like I am.
Mm-hmm.
But that day was like, it was a low point, but a lesson learned. It's like, bro, something really could, like, because if he wanted to, like, I'm not going to be fake about it. Like, he had control of the situation.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself. It was just more so, let me control the situation even more.
Yeah.
Just calm you down.
Yeah.
It was more so calming you down. Like, let me calm my brother down. He feels type of way right now.
Yeah.
I can go super ham, but I won't even feel right. I want to feel some type of way, Tip.
Yeah.
I couldn't look at you moving forward. Cause I knew it was just like something you may have been. I sensed the energy. I sensed that. And I'm glad that I am who I am. But anybody else, you already know what.
Hey, I don't know if anybody else gets so lucky.
Yeah, anybody else, man. It's a whole new, man. It's a whole new situation. You know, but I'm glad we moved past that, Tip, man, and look where we at today, brother.
Exactly, man. This man's gonna. I'm telling y'all this. He already know this, that this man's gonna get me in my house.
Absolutely.
Cause I've been seeing video. I was watching the video. I was looking. I was like, "Ooh, that house do look nice."
It look nice.
That what do look.
But do you see yourself in there? Did you picture yourself in the house?
I ain't show it to the goddess, so I don't know if that's just right yet.
No, because even you didn't show it to her for you.
I seen it though.
You saw it.
I was like, "This motherfucker look nice."
It's because everything starts with a vision.
Yeah, but see, the power of manifestation. That's why I like talking about manifestation on this platform here. For the simple fact is that I wrote this down multiple times. My little goddess went into my bags, and I don't know where she put it, but I rewrote what I put down on paper, because you got to put that, again, another thing you told me to do, start writing your stuff down on paper.
Absolutely.
So, again, this man has not lied to me ever. Ever. Because I wrote down certain names, which a lot of people don't know, but if you watch my IG and you watch my story, you will see I wrote down specific names of people I wanted on the podcast, and damn near every name except one. But they was gonna do it, but timing, whatever. Anyways, if it happened in the future, it happened. If it don't, it don't. Ain't no love lost, no hurt feelings or anything. But I checked damn near everybody off that list I wrote.
That's awesome. Power of manifestation. Power of writing.
Yeah.
You know who gave us writing?
Us?
Yeah, it was definitely us.
Definitely us.
Thanks to Thoth, the God Thoth. He was the one that created writing. It's research. Tonight, we're going to drop a lot of bombs, but I'm a type of person, I like to plant seeds.
Yeah.
You noticed that about me, right?
Yeah. Because you like to plant seeds and then watch and see if we're going to go do this stuff ourselves.
Exactly. That let me know if you serious about what we had the conversation about.
Yeah.
If you serious about this lifestyle you talking about you want.
Yeah.
Because if you go do the research, if you do your own due diligence, now I look back and be like, oh, he's serious.
Yeah.
Oh, he's someone I can continue to talk to and help them grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because most people don't take it serious.
Exactly.
I plant a seed, I throw something out there and see if it stick. And then you like move forward. Cool, which is good because it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
This lifestyle that we're on, Tip, is not for everybody.
It's because everybody can't go. And I realized that you told me that, and I had to realize that because I'm not gonna lie, I surround myself with people with like-minded visions.
Absolutely.
So I'm sitting next to a millionaire, if y'all didn't know.
Absolutely.
And he was telling me this, and I see people dropping out of my life. Because I had an experience, and I had to I called T one day, and that's when that day. I know you probably remember this day when I called you that day, just randomly. I FaceTime. I was like, bro, I finally get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, I finally get it. Then I had another experience, right? And I seen it again. So I was like, dog, what he's been telling me literally is right. Not what, I'm sorry, these preachers in these goddamn buildings that's funded by the fucking government has been telling you. It's mostly on some bullshit. I'm just keeping it real. What this man has told me has came into fruition, man. And I'm like eternity grateful because he changed my life, because he changed my mindset. Because I tapped into my real purpose.
Very powerful.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
it's like, I don't know. It's just a whole different feeling that I walk in now. It's like everything I walk in, it feel like a dream. But it's now my reality because I'm walking in my purpose now.
Okay. Absolutely. And you gonna do that till when you, like you said, you said something very powerful. Your mindset.
Yeah.
Your mindset change. And once your mindset change, it's kind of hard to go back.
No, I'm not going back.
It's kind of like when you absorb certain type of information and knowledge and wisdom and intelligence, it's like a sponge. You know how you get a sponge and it's dry and it's small?
Yeah.
But when it get wet, what it do is
that might expand. Yeah.
And you ever notice it can never go back to the size that it was?
Hey, he just dropped the gym for y'all. I hope y'all gonna have to watch this episode 3-4 times because it's gonna be a lot of gems dropped in this episode. I'm just letting y'all know that now because the energy of how this is what it's gonna be.
Absolutely.
What I want to tap into, right? Instagram got you blocked.
They got me blocked. I don't know what I did.
IG Live. No, I know what you did.
I don't even go live.
But the thing is like how the NBA got our boy, Kyrie blocked. Because, y'all got to really listen to this man, Kyrie. But Kyrie and Kanye is two people y'all honestly need to just sit down, chill, and look directly literally listen to what the hell they saying.
Right.
Because they are talking to you and trying to help you break out of the system that we're continuously in.
Absolutely.
Like, they trying to break you out of that system and let you know how powerful we really and truly are. But they be blocking you because you be putting messages out there. I peep because I'm glad I'm in it because you just like in the algorithm. Hope
Right.
I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
That you always pop up on my feed. And I ain't even got you on my favorites, even though I can just add you on my favorites.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it pops up every time. And damn near every time I need to hear a message.
Universe.
Facts. So my thing is, why you think Instagram trying to block what you saying?
Oh, Tip, man, you know they don't want the truth to come out. You know who control Instagram and Facebook. And any time that we speak against the norm, anytime we go against the matrix, they not having that. Because they want to continue to have that power. They want to continue to be in control of your life. They don't want you to be in control of your life. They don't want you to have the remote control and you know what I mean? You moving the way you want to move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah. They got the control. They got the remote control. They want to program you and have you thinking the way that they want you, the way that they want you to think. Not the way you thinking, but how they thinking. So that's why they pay. Well, we'll get into. I don't want to jump off into the deep end now.
You can jump in
because but yeah, I'm blocked. I have no idea I was blocked until tonight when I sat here with you, and I didn't even like. I can't even go live on Facebook, but it's cool. I don't even post on Facebook either. I don't post. I really don't even go. I haven't been on Facebook.
But see, what you know is Facebook and IG is
the same. Yeah, that you
because they with each other.
Mark Zuckerberg, huh?
I think
that's
so.
him. That's him.
I was posting my homie. Shout out to Yummy Hayes. Black owned business. He sponsored 2 episodes of the Just the Tip podcast.
Absolutely. Shout out.
And that's a brother for life. They blocked me for sharing his stuff because it has THC in its products.
Ain't that so?
Facebook was about to talk about this is your warning for me sharing his stuff. I'm like, why do you want me to stop sharing this? Because there's a lot of things that I've learned that, like the pharmaceuticals, all the medicine that we be taking, is very harmful for you. So you need to really listen to them side effects in those commercials that they be trying to talk fast on. You need to pay attention to that because it's natural resources that we have that they told us that was bad for us. That's not bad for us.
Absolutely. Day one, ever since day one. But there's so much I can start from, Tip, when we talking about why they blocked me. But I want to give your viewers a peek into who I am. I'm a native of Mobile, Alabama. That's why I was born and raised, Tip.
I met your family. I love your family.
Man, you know, it's something about being from the South.
And one thing we got to come with both country.
You know, they say we country. Yeah, we have a different dialect, and I used to kind of be ashamed of that until I went up to New York and I visited California and I started traveling the world. And when I started traveling the world, and I had a much appreciation for where I'm from.
I ain't gonna lie, down south people, like we different.
Yeah, we love.
Exactly. Like up north.
They're aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. I went up north and they was like loving me up there. I'm like, bro, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Because it's a different type of vibe,
Yeah,
and I ain't notice
They
it.
got to hustle and bustle. They got to go get it. Who can they trust? You know, so much stuff going on in New York. You know, so much stuff going on in Philadelphia.
The Mecca.
Philadelphia and, you know, Jersey. It's so much crime and hate. So much deceitfulness. It's a lot going on in those areas. Not saying it don't happen down south, but we very down south. It's a lot of love, man. Home cooked meals.
Bro.
I think it's because the atmosphere. I think because we got grass and we can go on outside and, you know, wild in nature. Because it's something about that frequency and vibration.
Yeah.
You tap into nature.
Yeah. Like,
you know,
you just
they have a
chill
lot
out
of concrete up there. You know, they don't get a chance to walk barefooted.
You know what? I didn't look at it like that, but you ain't lying.
You know what I mean?
I told you you're gonna be lying.
So that's my take on it when I kind of went and visited those areas, and it really made me appreciate where I was from. Because when I was a kid, you know, I used to watch these movies and TV shows, and they always showed the Statue of Liberty and how New York and this and that. And
Made by a black woman.
And I used to be sitting there like, well, they actually switched the Statue of Liberty. Like, it was supposed to be a black woman.
Yeah.
Which she is not.
She designed. I'm about to say she designed it.
She not, you know, that's another thing we're going to get into. We got to stop using words and terms that bring our vibration down. I'll say that.
Got you. Indigenous woman.
You know what I mean? She's definitely indigenous. Was she Samoa? Was she Ethiopian? Was she Hebrew? Was she Israelite? I mean, we gave ourselves so many terms.
I'm about to say, but
we're definitely not black. I think they came somewhere in America with the colonizer, right? But anyway, back to what I was saying, like, you know, being from Mobile, and, you know, I grew up shy. I grew up a very introvert. I was an introvert kid. I was always quiet in my own little world. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in Mobile, it allowed me to see a lot of things for us in black and white. Because for us, I heard so many stories growing up. You know what I mean? Like, my family grew up in segregation. My family grew up in the era of the Ku Klux Klan. You know what I mean? Like, I had my uncles and aunties tell me how they used to run home from white people trying to beat them up. You know what I mean? I heard a story my grandfather told me of, his uncle getting lynched by the mob, and they actually beat him so bad that they made my grandfather bury him alive. Ooh. My grandfather was burying his uncle, and he knew he was still alive because the blood was going down his nose, and and it would go back up. So I grew up hearing these stories, and it always did something to me, and I always like, damn, why they hate us so much? What did we do to deserve this type of treatment? Because I see my grandmother, I see my grandfather, they like hard-working people. They always bust their butts and work hard. My grandfather was a carpenter. He can build a house. He can build so much, man. My grandfather had a garden.
Genius.
Like, he was like his green thumb. He had the green thumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too? Like, and I saw this growing up, and he had so much love, and he would pray so hard, man. I would see my grandfather pray so hard. Like, I mean, he would pray so hard. He truly loved his spirituality, his religion. He truly loved that, and he embraced his family. He was one of the most loving, caring men, solid men that I ever met in my life. He was the type of man that would shake your hand and look you in your eye, and he meant what he said.
That's some OGs.
Like, that was the contract. We ain't had to write nothing down.
Exactly. Oh, my dad said we ain't ever had to write nothing down because our handshake. That's why I like to have a firm handshake.
Yeah.
He said you can tell a man by their handshake.
Handshake and looking through his eye. When I shake a man's hand, like, for the first time, like, we have all different Greeks and how we greet each other. And when we come to know each other, we kind of form different handshakes and we do different things.
Yeah.
But when I first meet you for the first time, I'm trying to break your hand.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look you through your soul. I'm looking you dead through your eyes.
See, a lot of people can't look another man in their eyes because my thing. My dad told me this shit. I feel like I be reciting it. I feel like he be talking through me now.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds crazy, but it feels real. So he was like, you can look a man in his eye. If he look away, you know something.
Absolutely.
And so that's why I'm like,
especially when they do this right here.
Yeah, like,
what you doing? What's wrong? Like, hey, what's wrong? What happened?
This man though.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, absolutely. So, that's my grandfather. My grandmother was like, everyone saw soul food. Like, you have a grandmother that was like,
that's my dear.
Like you everybody, you saw soul food. She gonna cook the food. We gonna eat. It's a festival. It's like a fest. We eating, bro. We eating good every Sunday. The family, everybody coming down to grandma's house.
Yeah.
We all enjoying each other, eating. It's like a ritual, like basically what we was doing.
Yeah.
If you look back at it, back in the day. But these the people that molded me to be who I am today. But again, I was an introvert. I was quiet. I was to myself. And I just always knew something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt it in my soul. I just felt it in my bones. Man, what is going on with this world? And I'm growing up in this world, and we working hard. Man, I grew up cutting grass. Like I can remember my dad like was a hustler. Like from cutting grass to doing roof work, building like sheetrock work, brick mason.
Mm-hmm.
Like my hands at a young age, washing cars, whatever it took to make $1, we was hustling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call a true hustler.
Yeah.
Most people think hustling like selling dope or selling drugs. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother side.
I think hustling is really a mindset.
It is.
Instead of like they made it to like a negative connotation.
They did.
Because like you hustle, you real estate, right? Because he's in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the man who that sponsored one of my podcasts too. He got a book out.
Absolutely.
And carpenter work. Because I talked to you like especially off camera, and you was like, "Man, Tip, I ain't worked in like years, like for somebody."
Yeah.
And I ain't understand that freedom until I left the ghetto.
Well, you left again? You left what? What you call it? What you call it? The ghetto?
Because that's what I call it. Because every time I got there, I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, spirituality, growth.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get on this December 1st. Hit him up.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're gonna talk about that too.
But I was like, damn. I was looking at it. I'm like, bro, I am wasting my time. Like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, absolutely. And
because they don't value me at all.
Nah.
Because a person died. Literally on a week, I seen this man leave. I seen him leave, and I was like, man, I'll see you Monday. Monday came, he wasn't there. They came in the office. They said, hey, Tip. Not Tip. They called me by my government. They was like, whoop-de-whoop passed away. You know what they did? Had a moment of silence. Everybody get back to fucking work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in my head, I'm like, bro, how? Or like, this ain't fucking with y'all? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, we just lost somebody supposedly the company cared about. That dollar they cared about, but that man is replaceable. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, I'm literally like just wasting my time.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Like wasting my time.
Definitely. Yeah, I was glad to hear when you moved on, Tip, or when you told me you had transitioned to doing the podcast and things were moving forward in your life.
It's because you and Jay. And like Jay was like, man, I had a dream. I don't know if he told you this. He was like, man, Tip, I had a dream that, man, your podcast blew up. And he bought me my first mic.
That's what's up.
And so, and
that's
then,
a good brother, man.
That's what I was saying about. Hey,
brother,
man,
that's a good brother. Right there.
You and Jay, man, I hold to a high regard. It's like you and Jay, and then everybody else. Sorry, but it is what it is. But
we love everybody. We love everybody. But it's just some people in your life.
Y'all too.
It's just some people in your life.
Y'all too, man. Like y'all really like showed me. It's like, bro, like
Yeah.
You got it, bro. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. And what that did for me, Tip, like having a father and having my grandfather and uncles at a young age, then the way we hustle and like we would go cut grass, my father and my brother in the summers. Like we would get up like 5 a.m.
mm-hmm.
and we'd be done by 12 o'clock. Now we didn't cut 10 to 15 yards. We done made money.
Mm-hmm.
You right? So my dad would pay us and 12 o'clock, I'm sitting on probably $100.
Damn, hold on, man. I feel like I got cheap. My dad was giving me the change out of his pocket. I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of change.
Yeah.
But still,
like, you know, I would have like $100. So my friend, they just getting up. You know, it's summertime. Like, you know, we stand up all night and they just getting up. I done went to work, made $100. Now I'm back on the block, hanging with my homeboys. I got paper in my pocket. It just gave me that discipline and that work structure by having that in my life. So it never, like, I always like, how can I go work for somebody to put in 9-8 hours and make the same, and when I can go hustle for 5 hours and make way more than what I would have made at building somebody's job and taking all my time and energy away.
Say that one more time, just for the people that missed that.
Why would I go work for somebody for 9 or 8 hours when I can hustle, whatever it was, cutting grass, washing cars, whatever that hustle was at that time, whatever your hustle is, I don't care what your hustle is. When I go do that for self and make that same amount of money, why would I go sit on your job for 8-9 hours, give you my energy? That's how I was raised. That's my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my last job, Chip, which wasn't, all my jobs I ever had never lasted long.
Yeah.
I never had a job over a year.
See, bro, I was like that early on in my life because I was like, bro, you got me fucked up.
Now, get it. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Because you're going against the matrix.
That's a lot of mental, like.
You're going against the matrix. You know, in my last job, honestly, was 2003. 2003, I was in school here in Houston.
That's about to be 20 years.
I worked for UPS. I would get up. I would give like 3 o'clock in the morning, go to work, and I would stop the UPS trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for 3 months. And the reason I quit, because my brother ended up getting in some trouble. And when he got in trouble, I ended up going home. And I just never came back to the job.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I've just been hustling and going for what I know.
No, that's about to be 20 years.
Yeah, I haven't had a real, like, or feels like I go check in somebody else.
Yeah.
And I've done some amazing things in my life. You know, but again, I was an introvert, very insecure about myself. And what I mean by insecure about myself, because again, you know, we're from down south.
Mm-hmm.
We have our dialect, the way we talk. We don't pronounce our words correctly. We don't speak correctly. Like, it's certain things that people would be like, oh, you know, you country, you this and that. You know what I'm saying? And that used to kind of bother me early on, Tip. It really did. Like, especially coming from Mobile. Now, again, like, when I came here to Houston, I came here in 2001, right? The summer of 9/11. I can never forget it. 9/11 when I got here. But when I got here, 9/11, I came here watching car. I came on a Greyhound bus.
Mm-hmm.
I came on a Greyhound bus. I had $60 in my pocket. $60. And I went straight to washing cars. As soon as I came off the Greyhound bus that day, it was like in July or something, hot as hell. And I was washing cars 6 days a week. 6 days a week, I would watch cars from sun up to sundown. That's all I was doing. And I said to myself, man, I ain't no way in the world I'm finna sit here and watch cars every fucking day.
Yeah.
This ain't what's happening.
Yeah.
I got to figure something else out. So, you know, back in our time, we would use what? The yellow pages.
Yeah.
To like look for jobs. We'd be going to the yellow page. Hey, I'm calling, you hiring? Hey, you hiring? But I called for different schools to see what schools that I can attend. And I found this school, technical school that I went to, and I always wanted to be in business because I grew up as a hustler. I grew up as a...
It's already embedded in you.
It's inside of me. I got to go for business. Like, that's my pedigree. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I went to this school, and it was called Education of America at the time. So I went there and they had like take a test. You got to take a test, whatever. So I ended up taking the test, and obviously I did pretty good on the test. And I never forget these two sisters, these two ladies in the front office. They was there.
Mm-hmm.
They were so excited that I passed the test. I didn't think nothing of it, but it dawned on me like, then do we come in here and not pass the test? Do we come in here and we like, or don't show up here? Or like people look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we try to do this type of thing to better ourselves?
Yeah.
I always wanted to better myself. I always wanted to evolve. I always been the type of person, I got to evolve. I got to go up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't be stagnant and you know what I mean? Because I know who I am, man. I literally cherish who I am. You know what I mean? I hold myself as a high standard. And I'm going to tell you why I hold myself at a higher standard later on in the conversation. Because all this going to tie in, right? So I passed the test. I ended up going. So when I passed the test, then what they tell me, right? I went for business, right?
Yeah.
They say, I'm sorry, we don't have anything for business. We don't have enough students for the business class right now. You can come back in January. Now, this is like in August, September when I did this. I said to myself, man, I can't wait to know January.
Yeah.
If I wait to January, I don't know what I might be doing. What else y'all got? What else y'all doing? What else it is that I can do?
Yeah.
They were like, you can do nursing or network administrator. I ain't know nothing. I'm damn sure they can do nursing. Like that ain't up my. I ain't been doing.
I ain't doing
like,
that.
Hell nah. So I was like, you know what? What is network administrator? What is that?
Yeah.
Tip. The universe is so amazing. My higher self is so amazing. How it just moved me in places where I need to be at.
Yeah.
Because network administrator had everything to do about the computers. I'm talking about from the software to the hardware.
Yeah.
This is 2001. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is before all this social media, internet, all this stuff popped. We were AOL back in the day. You know what I mean?
That dial up.
Dial up. Like,
y'all don't know the struggles. Y'all don't know the struggles.
They don't know the struggles. Like, this new age don't know the struggles. But I said, I'd take that. Give me that class.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the class, man, and that class changed my life to this day. It literally changed my life. I still use those same tools from PowerPoint to Word.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Presentations, whatever. Excel.
Yeah.
We use it today.
No, we was learning that in high school.
In high school, too. You was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a little bit old. Now I'm kind of telling my age.
Yeah. But no,
it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm good.
Because I'm looking at it because I was looking at my son's homework one time. I was like, what the fuck? I said, dude, I was learning this in like junior high. Like, what the?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? So it was amazing, man. Like I said, I got here and that changed my life. And I kind of got into the music industry a little bit after that. After I graduated, and it's funny because as I did all that and want to go to school, get education and all that, I was like, I can't sit in the classroom I can't sit in the room all day, just be stagnant. Like computers and all that. You know what I mean? And I went back to the streets. So I got into the music industry, man, and oh my God. It's like I skipped over all the hard labor of the music industry. And what I mean by that is when I went back home, I had a cousin who had became T.I. road manager.
Yeah.
He became T.I. road manager, and we had this basketball player from Mobile, Jason Caffey.
Okay. I know Jason Caffey.
Jason Caffey.
Well, I don't know him personally, but
he ended up playing for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Jason Caffey won a championship with Michael Jordan. But he's a native of Mobile. So he ended up bringing T.I. to Mobile. Mm-hmm. And when he brought T.I. to Mobile, my cousin, he come home and I'm T.I. I'm like, who that? I knew T.I. because I knew from Serious.
Yeah.
By that time, 24 came out.
24.
Yeah, by that time, 24 came out. So he allowed us to like come in the studio. I mean, go on stage and I'm on stage like with T.I. I'm like, and everybody in the crowd like, how the hell did they get on stage? Like, what are they doing? How they on stage? But that did something to us. this what we want to do. We want to do music. We want to pursue music.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about that, because again, it's like things are already destined for you.
Yeah.
2 of my cousins, mom worked for the radio station. She's like a DJ at the radio station. So they were born and raised in the DJ in the radio station, not in the BLX. They were born and raised in that. That's all they know. So my cousin, he was rapping 13 years old. He was already rapping.
Yeah.
So while he rapping, I'm cutting grass, being a businessman, having a businessman mindset.
Yeah.
And we end up, and we want to rap. We want to do this music thing. So he pursuing the rapping. I be the executive producer. I put the bread up.
I'm about to say, you got the business mindset.
I got the business mindset. I know how to network. I know how to move around. So we started moving around, networking, and hanging with T.I. now. And it just opened up a whole new door for us, man. And so many great things happened for us in that industry. And I was this close, Tip. Honestly, for us blowing up, getting a deal, something happening in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back today, I'm glad it didn't happen. You don't hear too many people say, I'm glad that did not happen.
Yeah.
Because we presume, I want to change my family life.
Yeah.
I want to change their life. Like, we want this money. We need this check.
Yeah.
You feel me?
My thing is, what motherfuckers do for that check, though?
They do anything for a check, Tip. Honestly, people do anything for money. And I get it. I understand because we come from such harsh environments. Some people it's sad. We come from the project. We come from eating cereal with no milk. Water and cereals. No mom and dad. Mom, dad, them days was crack eras. A lot of people, mom and dad was on crack. They raised themselves from 2-3 years old. You know what I mean? So you can't tell somebody like not to get this money, not to sacrifice this person, sacrifice themselves to get this money. Man, I've been hurting my whole entire life. All I know is pain. That's all I know is pain. I'm tired of this pain. I need something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately for me, I didn't have that type of pain. I had pain, but it wasn't that type of pain.
Yeah.
I had a mom and dad. I had a grandfather and grandmother. I had aunties and uncles, and you know what I mean? Like we grew up. It was tough for because we got all that. We still hurting. We still go through it.
I had 2 parents too, and we were still hurting.
We still go through it. We still experience certain things in our life. You know what I'm saying? But some people they can't take it. They gonna sell out. You know what I mean? And that's who we are today. You know what I mean? We gonna sell out for the money. And then when you do sell out, you're going to realize that it wasn't even worth it.
My thing is, why you just didn't get the money for your freedom? Because that's that's my thing. If I'm going to get money, I'm just trying to be free. Leave me the fuck alone.
Again, we don't know that. Because when we get money, we're going to get everything that we ever wanted.
But that's fictional.
We don't know that, though, Tip. You don't know until you go through it.
Yeah, okay.
You're talking about 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old who come from the slum, who come from the dirt, who seen all the dope boys riding around in fancy cars, meat coats, all the baddest girls. Top of the line, everything. You looking at this. You looking at TV. You looking at the BET on BET. You looking at all this stuff in life. Because this world program us to look at this is the way you need to be. So as a young mind, you programmed to think this is the way to go. That's how I was too. I was programmed, you know how much luxury and cars I done had? Rims, beats, mink coats, mink pants, alligator suits, alligator shoes. I did it all, Tip. I did that.
You should, he ain't lying because he
showed
me like the pigs, all that.
But we don't know. What we don't know is affect us. It affect us, and I just see that, and I see that when my brothers go through it. So it never, like, to me, in the judgment zone, even when they messing up real, real bad, they messing up, I just can always go back to that, you don't know. He had it tough. He grew up hard. You know what I mean? He had to experience that. He had to go through that. Yeah. I had to go through that. I had to experience that. You know what I mean? But when I was pursuing the music industry and I saw myself, I had a vision one day. I was like 30 years old, Tip. I was meditating. I just somehow, my higher self, somehow I just end up in a meditation. I don't know what meditation is for real. But what happened, I had ended up getting like sciatica. And it messed up my leg one time when I was in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I got sciatica. And when I got sciatica, I got it real bad. I couldn't even walk. Had to go to the emergency room. Had to get a shot. And that tapped me into doing yoga.
Mm.
And I started doing yoga to stretch out my legs and my hamstrings and my muscles. And it's something about yoga that triggered and boom, light bulb went off of my head. You feel me? But that day I was meditating, and in my meditation, my higher self said, you can be Puff Daddy. You can be Suge Knight. You can be with Jay Prince. You can do all that. But they're going to take your soul.
Mm.
That's what my higher self telling me, Tip. This is my higher self, 30 years old, and at the peak of us blowing up or going to the music, doing what we do. We right here. I done hang with I done hung with all the who's.
Yeah.
From Wayne, Birdman, Jim Jones, Erykah Badu, Suge Knight. I done met all these guys. Fabulous. I done met plenty of NFL basketball players during that time. I done met so many. I done got high with Bob Marley's sons.
Mm.
I done smoked with Snoop Dogg before. From Mobile, Alabama, Tip. I'm from Mobile. I reached the heights of hanging with these celebrities. Like, it's like the universe just showed me this lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want it. I want it, Tip. I want it. I want it. How can I get it?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We finna blow this music and we finna do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We finna do this. That meditation, man, hey, you wanna sell your soul?
Nah.
Man, I don't care how much money they offer me. They can offer me the bank. They can offer me, and you want your own bank, Tony? You want whatever you want, I write the check for you. You want $1 billion? You want $2 billion? You want $10 billion? How much do you want to be or to have that lifestyle?
Mm.
Man, I love myself, bro. I came about the meditation so fast. Soon the soul part came up.
Yeah.
I jumped out of my meditation like it was a nightmare. Man, what the hell was that? Nah, I'm not finna sell my soul, man. I don't even want it. I don't even want to be in the industry. No, I don't even want it. You can have it.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I didn't say no fear. Like, I don't. Fear is a useless emotion. It was that I value myself.
Mm.
I gotta find another way. So it started dwindling down with me doing the music. Started doing a couple of shows here and there, but it just started dwindling down, and so many things was happening amongst us as a collective anyway inside the camp. Y'all got disagreements and different things going on amongst ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I just seen it like dribbling down. So I just pulled myself away from it. And during that time, I met this mentor, and he started teaching me about commodities. Like, commodities is dealing with sugar, rice, gold, D2, JP54, like fuel, jet fuel.
Yeah.
On a large scale. And I remember he was like, man, you know anything about gold, Tony? You know how I do like bullion? And I'm sitting here like, hell yeah. Man, I ain't no goddamn thing about no AU, bullion, no gold. I ain't know nothing about none of this. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they showing me a contract for $10 million, $20 million for some bullion, for some gold.
Yeah.
And you know what I did? I called one of my partners. I said, man, you know anything about gold? He said, yeah. Boy, when he said, yeah, Tip, my was smiling like, ooh, yeah. So I go back to my mentor, and I said, yeah, I know how to do that. I ain't know nothing about that for real, Tip. You know what they say, fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
That was me. Fake it until I make it. You know what I mean? But I started learning. I started learning about bullion. I started learning about JP54, jet fuel, and D2, and all these different oils that come from Africa and Russia. that they sell on a large scale.
Yeah.
Then I started learning about bank instruments. Like, I know some of this stuff gonna be foreign to y'all. Like, man, what is this guy talking about? JP54D2.
They about to go look all up into that.
Yeah, he gonna look it up.
Go look it up.
Again, I plant seeds. So I started learning about these different commodities. And it just led me to boom, boom. Now I have relationships in Europe. I have relationships in Australia. I have relationships in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. Then I started learning about Bunny Light. I started learning about this whole new industry that I have no idea about.
Mm-hmm.
That banking instruments from doing BG, which is a BG is a bank guarantee. A SBLC is a standby letter of credit. A LC is a letter of credit. I started learning like how people move money around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I was like amazed at this new venture that was ahead of me.
Yeah.
I ain't got to sell my soul, dog. but little did I know, I started getting to that industry, and then I started realizing that there's a lot of greed. You know, you gotta watch American Greed. You know what I mean? The dude Hush Puppy, the Nigerian guy who.
So you can just see that. Just
you know what I mean? So yeah. So I started learning a lot about greed and Africans, and you know what I mean, and all these different things, and not to throw no dents at the Africans, because not all people are the same. But it's a lot of greed in Africa. It's a lot of fraud in Africa. And for some reason, they have some type of vibe when it comes to the American. I don't like to say black. I don't like to use those terms because I know they. So I'm just calling for what it is. The Moorish Americans, they're who we are. They somehow despise us. They just do like crazy stuff when it comes to us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which I realized that we're not the same. You know what I mean? We'll get into that a little bit later too, I guess.
I'm about to say, we might have to do a part two, man, for real.
It's going to be a lot. But
we're going to have to, you know what?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna have to do a part two.
Yeah, we can do a part two.
Because y'all need to hear this. Like, this need to be a whole, like, series for real.
Yeah, it definitely need to hear it, man. It's amazing that I was able to go through all that to get to where I'm at today. But going through all that, to kind of scheme through it and fast forward, to kind of be so detailed about it. But I went through the whole commodity industry, and I did some things. I ended up closing a deal.
Mm-hmm.
I closed a deal that made like $65,000 from a phone call.
Boy, $65,000 from a phone call.
I made $65,000 from a phone call, and that let me know this is a real industry. It's real. You know what I mean? I was honestly, I was going to make more.
Mm-hmm.
But I was grateful to make the $65,000. I ain't even thinking about the other 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then come through. Okay, cool. I ain't get it. Like, but I paid $65,000. I was grateful to make $65,000 at that time. So, still kind of do that today. You know what I mean? Here and there, and I'm still working on some things that's transpired, and I've been doing that for over 12, 15 years now. You know what I mean? And also, like I say, from that led me to the real estate. Real estate has been like one of the best decisions. Outside of moving from Mobile,
mm-hmm.
one of the best decisions I made, coming here to Houston and getting my real estate license, was definitely like number 2. Best decision I ever made for career-wise
mm-hmm.
in my life. And number 3, I got number 3, but I ain't gonna share it right now.
That's fine. That's fine. Because some shit you gotta keep close to the vest.
Yeah,
I understand.
Absolutely.
Trust me, I understand.
Mm-hmm. So, that's kind of nutshell tip of they got an idea who I am, I guess, at this point.
Dog, they got an idea. Like, I guess at this point, they invested.
At this point, they got an idea who I am.
Shout out to my boy Hoop. Yo, bro.
Bro in the building.
Bro in the building. Right there, man. Hoop in the building.
What's up, fam? What's up, bro? Absolutely. I see you, champ. Salute. That's my brother, man. I love my brother to death, man. You know, me and brother been through a lot. My baby brother been through a lot, man, and he definitely inspired me. You know what I mean? He like the workout king. Like, you want to work out and get right?
Man, hey, I'm not gonna. Hey, T.
You know what I mean?
When I'm saying I've been consistent on my workout. I got to make sure I work out. And I'm about to leave. And I say, man, I got to find a gym somewhere. If not, I'm doing push-ups and shit.
Yeah.
To make sure I'm right.
Yeah.
Because like I like doing it. Yeah. Because today I was working out. I used to work out 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then you already know what I do on Sunday. And I was lifting my daughter up with my legs, right? On the bed. So I'm barely getting like this high.
Okay.
Because, tomorrow about to make a year.
Awesome.
From the surgery. And so I was like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so she'd get on my legs. And so I'm like, bro, I got to get her up. Like, so I'm up here with it now.
Okay.
So I'm like, so when I was working out today, they got on like leg curl machine.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if I can push this up with my legs and this motherfucker don't shake, I say, bro, we about to get right.
Yeah.
Even though I wrote this down already too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing like this. Mind you, you seen me after my first surgery. I did like this. I say, I hooped yesterday, right?
Right.
Knee not sore, knee not swollen.
Okay.
Y'all
that year.
That's all I'm saying. Y'all in trouble. Because that mean that 1 week is about to go into 2 weeks. 2 times a week. People going to be in some trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. We need you, fam. We need you.
You have these books here with you. Before we go, I want to end with this. Because this is going to be a part 2. Maybe even a part 3.
Yeah, we got to do a part 2, part 3. But before we get into these books, I know you want to ask me, I don't know if we got time, what the time frame is. But I know you wanted to ask me about...
We're already over time, but it's all good.
Man, we got to pay. I'm good. We good. We need to go another hour today. I got you. Say no more.
Because I had to break it down in 2. Because I really want to do this.
You can use this whole thing and break it down and chop it into 2. We good.
So, damn, I forgot what I was going to ask you.
You were asking about the books.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, I know you want to talk about something before we get into the book, which was one of the main topics that we want to talk about, what has something to do with Kyrie Irving.
Yes.
And Kanye.
Kyrie and Kanye. Those are two people I hold into high regard. Kyrie is still suspended. He did his 5 games. Hashtag free Kyrie. If y'all ain't gonna let this man play, let this man retire or live his purpose. But why do you think they're they doing this to Kyrie and Kanye?
They doing the Kyrie because of what Kanye started.
Okay.
I think that's my opinion.
Okay.
So it's like Kanye they can't really do nothing to Kanye. He already like on his own. He already money up. He not really tied to no NBA team, NFL team. You know what I mean? He's free.
Yeah.
Kind of like he's free to a degree.
Yeah.
So the only thing you do is like what? Cut his contracts.
I think
we're not doing business with him no more.
See, I think that was his plan though.
I listen to Kanye, you will know for a fact that that was his plans.
Yeah.
Of getting free of those contracts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then I just found today that no matter what, Adidas still have to pay him whether they use his name or not. So he was brilliant in the contract, whatever he did in the contract.
Yeah.
That's why he got on Drink Champ and said, Adidas can't do nothing to me if I say some anti-Semitic stuff, which is not anti-Semitic. Like, come on, man. You really think these folks, like, I'm tired. I've been doing so much research, man, Tip. We've been lied to for our whole entire. Imagine you've been born to a prison. You born to the Matrix. And it's and you don't even know this though. Cause you ain't no jail cells. Ain't none of that. You free to move around. You think you free to move around, do what you want to do. But you know we got rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know the so-called black people in America get treated different. We get treated different than everybody in the freaking world. You know what I mean? Especially in our own hometown. We get treated different. Like the police treated different. The credit treated different. We get red line. We get can't get no loans. We can't get a gas station. There's nothing we can possibly do, no matter how hard we try to do these things, we get knocked back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we all know about what happened in the 1900s. I can't say we all know about it. Most of us know Oklahoma. What happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, Tulsa, Oklahoma with the Black Wall Street.
But you know, that wasn't even the only one. It was many Black Wall Streets. That one highlighted. We had many.
Because there was a lot of things. I want to say it was either you, or somebody else. I was looking at, and it was saying how we had all these black cities. Like, is it what's that damn park? I'm fucking drawing a blank right now in New York on Central Park.
Okay.
That was built on a black civilization.
Absolutely. They done sunk some of them in water in Georgia.
Yeah, like I was. So
what I mean?
it was either it was you or Pharaoh. It was one of y'all two. I seen it on, and I went and I looked. I say, "Damn!" Because you told me about the mountains that used to be tall trees.
Absolutely.
And so when I was traveling to Port Thafar, I was looking at the mountains, and I seen. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then I'm in my head. I'm picturing it right, like a tree breaking.
Okay.
Because I'm from the country, like
Yeah.
we seen trees breaking shit, and I was looking. I say, "What the fuck?"
Hmm.
I say, "Oh, there's some wild shit."
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm like, God damn.
When you see it, man, just do something to you. When you see the truth in plain sight. Because the truth is definitely in plain sight.
Oh, they tell you in plain sight too.
They
but
definitely tell you in plain sight.
It just if you're gonna listen or not.
But I want to plant this seed, and I want, I know we timing, and you got to stuff with Kyrie Irving going. You got to stuff with Kanye West, and these guys are literally coming out and they speaking against the people who have been entrapping us, enslaving us for a very long time.
Because people don't think we're in a mental slavery.
It was definitely mental slavery. You've been mental slave since you've been born to this planet. You know what I mean? I know I have.
Yeah, no, you ain't lying.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, go research. If you don't believe me, go research the scroll man. If you don't know what a scroll man is, give you a little information on the scroll man is when you come through the water and you come through the canal, we call it canal, and when you dock, they put your nice little brand new baby feet on a birth certificate. Now imagine how you see how I explained that?
Mm-hmm.
You came through the water.
Mm-hmm.
You came through the canal.
Mm-hmm.
Come through your mom.
Yeah.
And then you dock. It's like a ship because they use different laws. You know what I mean? They don't use the law of the land, they use the law of the sea. You know what I mean? Like, so when you dock and they put your feet on that birth certificate, now you become a corporation. Now you getting traded. Well, let's go research scroll man. Birth certificates and all these different things they have put upon us to mentally entrap us and trade us and make money off of us. You know what I mean? And these things follow us to the day we die.
Before we go, there's one thing I'm gonna say that he told me that was factual. This is another thing, right? Remember when you told me my goddess? I know you remember this story because you told me. What did you tell me?
Man, Tip, I said so much, honestly.
Now, what has the nutrients that you can deny? I didn't know I can deny this. Remember, I'm 33 now.
Okay.
So I didn't even know I could deny this until you told me. So you told me, I think, probably either before I turned 33 or after I turned 33.
Okay.
No, because she was here already when I'm 33, so it was 32. God damn it. It got the nutrients in it you get feed your baby, but they try to take it. The placenta.
Yo, placenta. Yeah, absolutely.
The placenta. He told me that.
Yeah.
And I never heard that until he told me that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
Because that was my reaction when you told me. I'm like, for real? I told the doctor that. I said, no, I'm like, I'll keep the placenta.
Yeah, you want to do that.
Yeah. No, but they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because the placenta has stems. They use stem cells from the placenta. That's how they use stem cells. They get it from the placenta. But the placenta, honestly, when we cut the umbilical cord from a baby, we don't supposed to do that. They make us feel proud, like as a father. Or whoever cut that placenta. Like, they make you feel proud. Yeah, I cut that placenta of my baby. But you didn't cut lifeline. You didn't cut nutrition. You didn't cut something off from your child that your child need.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because your child still absorb those nutrition that come from that placenta. It still absorb that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know how like when you cut the placenta and then they
put the little
label, it like fall off 3-4 days later.
Yeah, it's gonna fall off.
But the placenta is supposed to do that because they still pulling that nutrients and resources from the placenta, which help them in the long run. It's kind of like breastfeeding. We didn't get away from breastfeeding.
Exactly. Before we go, because this shit was pissing me off. I'm watching these mothers and people going crazy. What about the formula? Motherfucker, use the titties.
Yeah, again.
Why you think you develop milk?
Yeah. That's the best milk you can give your child is breast milk. Because they have all the nutrition in it. It is so amazing. It comes with so many benefits.
Bro, I swear, because I've seen the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like.
And that's what they did, man. They take away the natural ability of us moving forward and they replace it with stuff that is detrimental to our body. They give us cow milk. What the hell are you drinking cow milk for? Why? Why in the world are we drinking cow milk? Like the cow milk is for the cows. You know what I mean? The goat milk is for the goat. Breast milk is for us. Your mother. That's for us. But they made the woman like lazy and you know, she want to be like a man. That's a whole other conversation too. You know, to get him to talk about. But I want to say something because this Kyrie Kanye West, who the Jews are, who the Hebrews and Israelites and all these different things that's coming up right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's something that changed my life when I was on my mission and I was like trying to find myself, like, and it was a verse in Matthew and it was the 6th chapter, 33 verse. And it says, seek the kingdom of God and all his righteousness and all these things be added unto you. So as I was seeking, I went down a rabbit hole and I found out so much information, like boom, 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 that's going down a rabbit hole. But Lord, behold, man, I found myself. And I'm so grateful that I found myself. That was the most, amazing thing that ever happened to me when I realized what I was seeking. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to tell you what I was seeking, but it's like another seed I just planted there.
Yeah.
I was going to do it for yourself. I know what I found. You know what I mean? Like, I literally, like I say, I found myself. Honestly, I truly did when I was seeking that information. But, you know, we're the 12 tribe of Judah. No, we're the lost tribe of Judah. Honestly. The so-called Black Americans here in America. We the lost tribe. And they always speak on history as from the 1600s up until now. They never speak on what happened prior to the 1600s. So I'm going to give you a little history that we can kind of end this podcast and we can do a part 2, whatever. I just want to get a view.
No, we definitely doing part 2.
I just want to get them a little taste of, and so they can do their research on who we were before slavery. Who were we? So I did a little research on that, and if you go back into Timbuktu, you know, we was a great people. We was a people. I say regal. They say regal. You know what I mean? Like, you know what the word regal, like magnificent, like fantastic, like stand up.
That's crazy. We don't even use that unless for as a theater.
But we always, but you see what regal, how they use it? It's magnificent. Like, look, research the word regal, like regal. Research that word, but that's who you are. That's who I am. That's who he is. That's where we come from. High standard, mathematicians, scientists.
Bro, we fucking geniuses.
Kings, queens, artists, judges, engineers, lawyers. Like, we had all this way back in Timbuktu. But when the Romans came down, they was killing and slaughtering us and it was, you know what I mean, going at us. And the one that were able to escape, we migrated to different parts of Africa, which led us to Algeria, Tanzania, Morocco, Ghana. It led us in these different places. And when we was in these different places, we came upon the indigenous Africans. The indigenous African was in these areas, right? These indigenous Africans wanted us to conform to their way of life.
Mm-hmm.
But how in the hell we gonna conform to your way of life when we kings, queens, lawyers, doctors, engineers, poets, artists, mathematicians? Why would we conform to what you doing? You in the jungle. Nothing against that. That's what you do.
Yeah.
But this is who we are. We're gonna bring our traditions and culture with us. But that's who we are. That's how we move. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we move in these different areas and they feel some type of way about that. Along with Islam. You know, I'm gonna say this, man. We're not Islam. We're not Muhammad. That's not who we are. We from King David tribe. How we get with Muhammad and King David? That's a whole nother twist of this paradigm that happened to us too while we was in these different parts of Africa when the Romans came down and did what they did because they didn't have jurisdiction to go into these other parts of Africa to do what they do. So the so-called Jews who call themselves Jews today, they was up in the areas of like Yugoslavia, like Russia, like Poland, like all these different areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they partner with the indigenous Africans and Islam. They partner with them. And we know this to be a fact today that the Dahomey tribe, because this movie just came out, the woman king, the woman
king or something.
So we know this to be we know this to be like, you do your research on Dahomey tribe, the Dahomey, you'll know that the African helped slave us and sold us into slavery. Right? So the indigenous African, along with the Ashikasi, again, I got that Alabama tongue. I used to be afraid to speak these words, man, but you know what? Even this language we speak is not even our language. So why would you be afraid to mess up a word or I don't know what that word means? Like, that's not my tongue. My tongue is not indigenous to this English language, which is a Santanic language. Like, Google and see what Santanic language come up and let me know. But that's another seed. But again, Tim, like, we these people, man, they got a bond. They form a tribe together. The indigenous African, the people from Yugoslavia, Poland, Russia, all them different areas. The Caucasian, they come from the mountain, the Caucasus, and Islam, and they form a treaty and they start putting us in slavery and shipping people like us across the world, the regal people of the world. So you know you're a regal people because we carry ourselves the same way we do today. It's embedded in our DNA. We walk with high standards. We really do.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We walk with high standards. Like, we love ourselves for real. Like we just a little twisted in turn because it's so many different beliefs. Christianity, religion, like all these different things they put upon us. Then we go to their schools, the colonizers. We go to their schools. They indoctrinate us with these different informations and that shit that don't have no power. Then we watch TV and then we get programmed right there. So we program in so many different directions. They spend trillions and trillions of dollars to keep us docile, to keep us asleep, to keep us slumber. So we don't wake up because that day we wake up, the day they world end. So when you got people like Kyrie Irving talking about Hebrew Negroes, we the Jews. When you got people like Kanye West talking about, hey, I'm a Jew too. I just wish he say, you an imposter. I just wish he would have said that. Instead of saying, we Jews too. What make you a Jew? Because you studied the Torah, you studied Judaism, because you studied these things that make you a Jew. What make you the child of the Most High? What make you the child of the Most High? It's impossible for you to be the child of the Most High. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to end with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why it's impossible for anybody outside of a melanated being to be part of that 12 tribe. Why can't you not sit under the sun? If you a child of the Most High, you should be able to do what?
Sit under the sun.
The creator of all things. The sun give us life. Without that sun, there's no world. Why is it that I can go out there and sit under the sun all day? I don't need no sunscreen. I don't need nothing to put on my skin. I can go out there and absorb that radiation. I can absorb that radiation, Tip. You know why my hands are white? You know why my feet are white, Tip? You know why?
You can absorb.
So we can absorb the energy from the sun.
So
we can plant our feet into the ground and absorb the energy from the earth, Mother Earth. I can't. You telling me that you the child of the Most High. You telling me that you the chosen people. This is what you telling me. You saying we are the chosen people. But you can't stand under the sun. Man, get out of here. My people. The so-called black Americans, you are a regal people. There is nothing more powerful than you. We have to find a way to step into our true power. We got to find a way to step into who we truly are. We got to stop all this shenanigans going on in the world today. We got to stop what's going on, killing one another, hating on one another. Because every time you do that, you only kill yourself. Because he is a reflection of me. I am a reflection of him. If I hurt him, I hurt myself. If I do something to hate on him, I hate on myself. We have to learn how to live and bring each other up. We got to bring us up and stop pounding and hating on one another. I get it. I understand that these so-called people who say they the power, they the chosen people. They have lied to us so long. They have lied. They have lied. They have lied. They have lied. But I need you to start doing your research and find out who you are. Because the day that you find out who you are and you realize that you are a regal people, that you are mathematicians, you are scholars, you are engineers, you are poets, you are artists. When you realize that you are G-O-D, when you realize that you are the generator, the operator, and the destroyer, when you realize this for yourself, you're going to uplift your brother. You're going to uplift your sister. You're going to love yourself. You're going to love your brother. You're going to love your sister. So I need us to show one another that I love you. And we can use love and all those different words. But I'm going to tell you one thing that you can replace love with. Value. I value my brother. I value this brother right here. This brother allowed me to come on his platform and talk my talk. To give you a message. Because the spirit of the Most High resides within all of us. I'm just a messenger. That's all I am. Don't get mad at me for speaking the way I speak today. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just like you. I was searching for truth. I was searching for knowledge. I was searching for wisdom. I was searching for intelligence. And I found that. And I'm here today to tell you that you are a regal people. Your forefather. It's a verse in the Bible that say, honor your mother and your father. It's not talking about your mother, your father. It's talking about your forefathers. Your forefathers are who we were before this slavery stuff even happened. I value my culture. I value my culture. I value my brother. But most importantly, I value myself. On that note, peace to all the gods, to all the goddesses, to all the queens, to all the kings, scholars, the engineers, the mathematicians. There's nothing more powerful than you. Peace.
Love. Hair grease. We out this motherfucker.